I know that gossip and being into somebody else's business can be exciting, and it makes you feel good for a while because it gets you out of your own problems, right? It gets you out of your own head. You can focus on somebody else's stuff. And then it's easy to be critical of it because it's so free. Judgment can live rent free in your head, and it feels good temporarily to feel mean about somebody. Don't do that. Because when you are thinking judgmental thoughts, hateful thoughts, throwing shade at people, even if it's just in your own mind, or if you do it, some people do it publicly. Stop that. That shows very much that you have a problem with yourself. And that problem with yourself is because you're not letting God control your life, that area. And who would have thought, do I really need to, does God control that? When I think those thoughts about people, anything that is negative that comes into your mind or your heart pushes out that room that you could be having for God. That time that you're thinking that bad stuff about somebody, that could be time that you're praising God or lifting someone up. Turn that negative, and a lot of people wouldn't even think about that, but turn that negativity that you're thinking around. Don't worry about somebody else's life. And when I say that, I mean, don't worry about what they're wearing, what hairstyle they have, who they're dating, who has got the most money. Don't be concerned with the worldly things in people's lives, because that absolutely just clutters your brain with things that should not be there. You need to take that energy that you spend thinking bad about people and maybe even publicly criticizing them or to their face criticizing them, making them feel bad about themselves. People are very big to come on to social media and criticize people and say mean, hurtful things. That's against your spirit, and it hurts. It hurts. The Bible says that words do hurt. They cut. So watch your mouth. Set a watch before my mouth, oh Lord. Turn that energy. Instead of talking and gossiping, it feels good, especially when other people are doing it. You can join in. Everybody laughs, except the person being the object of that gossip and that meanness. Turn that around and on yourself, because that part of your relationship with God is hurt. If you are having to turn around to make yourself feel good by hurting other people in one way or another, you have something very wrong in your heart. You need to spend time with God and ask Him to help you how to take that out. And sometimes, that's a problem for people. Some people can't help that. So there are issues that we almost don't have control over, but we can't use that as an excuse. That's when you pray, because in our weakness, that's where God puts His strength. He is strong in every area. But when we're weakest, He makes us strong in that area. We have got to pray. I've got areas. I'm just talking about this specific one this time. Those areas of your life that you need to throw out that meanness. You may not even think about it as being mean because you're not physically hitting somebody. You're not like stealing from them or something. It hurts. And don't judge somebody else's relationship with God either. You don't know just because this woman wears a lot of makeup, or that this woman enjoys going out and going to the movies or shopping. She loves to shop. Or this man loves to collect cars, or he likes to ride four-wheelers, or anything. A lot of people can be judgmental on that and have been judgmental. Don't worry about what somebody else is doing. Pray for them if you think they're doing something wrong, then turn around and work on yourself. Make sure your relationship with God is top-notch, because that's when you have a top-notch relationship with God, everything else starts falling into place. It's just like your relationship is like water in dry ground. When you have that relationship with God and it's full, it's got that big old cloud of rain, and it just seeps down, and it fills all those cracks in your heart. And that starts weeding out that bad stuff, and you start feeling better within yourself. So worry about your relationship. Make it grow. Worry about your own garden instead of the Joneses' garden. Because when you water your own garden, that's when all the fruit and the vegetables and everything wonderful produces like crazy. So don't worry about anybody else's thing. Don't worry about it. It don't affect you unless it affects you personally. Unless what they're doing is hurting you personally. And that's another thing I meant to touch on. I'm glad I thought about that. If somebody else's situation or relationship is affecting you and hurting you, pray. Then let it go. That's still, you still don't need to worry about it. Don't worry. Pray to God, and He will take care of your problem in His way, His timing, and it'll be perfect.